The ocean at night is a strange and lonely place. For Captain Elias Turner and his small crew aboard the Marigold, it was just another night out on the water. The boat rocked gently as waves lapped against its worn hull, the salt air thick and damp. The men worked under the pale glow of the deck lights, casting their nets into the abyss, hoping for a good haul before sunrise. Elias had been a fisherman for nearly 30 years. He had seen storms that could snap a ship like a twig, waves that swallowed boats whole, but nothing had ever truly unnerved him. That was until that night. As the nets dragged through the water, a strange sound cut through the air, a deep, guttural groan like the ocean itself was breathing. The crew froze. Elias turned, scanning the horizon. The sea was calm, almost unnaturally so. No wind, no waves, just an eerie stillness stretching endlessly in every direction. Then the net caught something. The boat lurched as if it had snagged on an unseen rock, the heavy ropes groaning under immense strain. The men rushed to the side, peering into the inky blackness below. At first, they saw nothing. Then the water moved. Something vast slithered beneath the surface, its shape obscured by the shifting waves. The men stepped back, gripping whatever they could for balance. The net, still straining, suddenly snapped back, empty. The boat rocked violently, as if something enormous had just let go. A deep silence followed. No one spoke, no one breathed. And then, a single massive eye surfaced beside the boat. It was unlike anything Elias had ever seen. Not a fish, not a whale, something older, something wrong. The eye was milky, almost translucent, with jagged, pulsing veins running through it. It blinked sideways, a slow, unnatural motion that sent a wave of nausea through the captain. The crew erupted into chaos. Men scrambled for weapons, for anything to protect themselves. Elias grabbed the wheel, his heart pounding, but before he could steer away, the boat dropped. It felt like the entire ocean beneath them had disappeared for a split second before slamming back into existence. The force sent the men sprawling across the deck. Water surged over the rails, and something began to rise from the depths. A mass of writhing, shifting limbs, slick with dark, iridescent scales. The thing had no clear form, its body constantly changing, as though it couldn't decide what shape to take. Its movements were slow, deliberate, as if studying them. The air became thick with a smell of rot and brine, an overwhelming stench that made Elias gag. Then the voices started. They weren't coming from the creature. They were coming from the ocean itself. Whispers, soft and urgent, slithered through the air. They spoke in no language Elias had ever heard, yet he understood them. They called to him, beckoning him forward, promising things he dared not comprehend. One of the crew members, Jones, stepped toward the edge, his eyes glazed over. His lips moved, whispering along with the voices. Elias lunged, grabbing him by the collar, yanking him back. But the sea took him first. Jones let out a strangled gasp as an unseen force dragged him overboard. The water swallowed him whole without so much as a splash. He was just gone. Panic overtook the remaining crew. Some ran for the lifeboats, others fumbled with the radio, but the static-filled speakers only echoed back the voices. They were growing louder now, more insistent. The sea around them began to churn violently, waves slamming against the hull as if the ocean itself was trying to pull them under. Elias turned back to the monster. It was closer now. The great eye stared at him, unblinking. A long, gaping maw split open beneath it, lined with jagged, uneven teeth that twitched as if tasting the air. From within its throat came a sound that made Elias's vision blur, his thoughts bend, a noise not meant for human ears. The crew screamed, the deck tilted violently. The last thing Elias saw was the sky above, stars swallowed by darkness as the ship was pulled down into the abyss. And then, silence. By morning, The marigold was gone. No wreckage, no bodies, no sign it had ever existed. Just the endless, empty sea. But sometimes, on quiet nights, fishermen swear they hear voices drifting across the waves, soft whispers calling them forward. And those who listen too closely, they are never seen again,